I will say though that was a hilarious mic check that will never see the light of day. But anyways, we can leave that in. Welcome to Strength in Gaming. I'm Samson Lancaster, and I'm joined by, it's almost been 10 years since this podcast existed, all the people that we call family here at SIG, Strength in Gaming. Subliminality is here with us today.
Yo, what's up?
And we got a very pensive, focused Sal Pickle. He's very focused. He's going to teach us something, I think, with them nerd glasses. And we have Eddie the Machete Vargas in his signature beanie.
Yeah, I'm about to have a Japanese whiskey.
Oh, which is that one of the ones I gave you?
The ones you gave me, yeah.
Do you know what?
What's this green one? I don't know if you can see it.
No,
nope.
I can't.
No.
Is it Hibiki?
The
what does it say?
Hakushu?
Hakushu 18.
Yep.
Okay, that's a really good. That's one of my prizes in the. Yeah, I remember I gave it to you a while ago. Nice. But yeah, so we have a fun episode for y'all. It's been a little while since we recorded it last, but we're gonna give a news update. There's a lot of news stuff that's been happening. Sal will handle that in a minute here. Lots of stuff coming out, lots of things announced, etc. And then I think we'll just do a little spoiler-ish review of the latest episode of Last of Us, and that would be what was the number of the episode? I don't remember.
Episode 8, I think.
Jesus.
Episode 8?
Okay,
yeah.
Episode 8, yeah. So spoilers. I mean, if you played the game, you know already. It's the cannibal episode. We're gonna be talking about the cannibal episode, okay? So that'll be after the news. So yeah, let's get started with a little bit of news there. Sal, what do we got going with Huey Lewis and the news?
Well, since the last time we had an episode, the Diablo 4 has been the open beta has been released. It's going to start on the 17th, and it's going to go through the 24th.
Oh man, that is okay. Maybe we'll be playing that then instead of the other game.
Yeah, well, on the 17th, you have to have the game pre-ordered. You get 3 days head start.
Well, I could pre-order the game now.
I mean, it's you're not going to be able to get through what they have available, right? You get to.
But you actually want to play
just a little taste
beta for the 4? You have.
No.
I thought you said you wanted to.
Well, I want to play the beta, but
you're not going to pre-order it to play the beta.
I'm not going to pre-order it to play.
Okay, I understand now because you sounded.
I'll probably start playing it on the 24th.
What's the point of the beta if it comes out a week before?
Well, it comes out
the
in
last minute,
June or July or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's still a ways.
Yeah, so they have time to. Fix
okay,
things.
no, I just had the release date of the game wrong then.
Fuck Blizzard.
It's gonna be but why would you do a beta for a game when it's gonna come out in a week?
He got the dude that's the head of Blizzard put out something, the women of Blizzard or some shit like that, and they fucking flamed them hard.
Really? Yeah, absolutely.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, you don't care.
Yeah.
So the game's gonna be coming out. I think there's gonna be four or five classes available on the open beta. And they're supposed to have one more, which has the rest of the classes in it, which would be the Valkyrie and the Assassin and some other one.
Are they bringing back the marketplace?
Probably not. I don't think so. You're gonna be able to trade though, I think, but I don't think you'll be able to do what they did before with money transactions and shit like that. Even Sam will go fucking broke in a week.
Nah, I don't. I was kind of done with Diablo and Diablo 3, and I even tried playing Diablo 2 Resurrected, and I didn't. The magic wasn't there anymore. You know what I mean? I think.
Well, you kind of get over it. I mean, I played it for a while, and I was
I played it so much.
The itch was scratched.
Yeah, exactly, and it didn't take me very long to get there for that.
And then what else? Well, Exo Primal is gonna go open beta too. That's that one where the dinosaurs fall out of like time portals and you have to defend certain sectors.
I mean, that sounds amazing.
The game looks like it's
never heard
fun.
of it.
I've never heard of that game.
They literally like pour out of fucking like space anuses and start falling onto the
Spanuses. Got it.
Yeah.
Spanuses.
Yeah, it was basically like warps in space and like they just pour out
Sphincters.
like fucking water. it looks pretty fun.
Like the
What else do
zombies
we
in World
have?
War Z.
Yeah. Oh my god. Whoever thought of fluid dynamics for zombies was a fucking dick. Because they splash against the walls like fucking waves, dude. What the fuck? No. I mean, it was a novel way of doing a lot of zombies, and have them just be particles and then move around like liquid. But it's stupid. Humans don't move that way.
But they're zombies, Sal. They're no longer
Yeah,
humans.
Still human. They showed off Witchfire some gameplay. For
Like the
Witchfire
actual,
at
like the way the guns
Yeah.
shoot and stuff.
Yeah, dude, that game looks so cool. Even now,
The
and it's been-
explanation, I'm sorry, but the explanation of how the weapon mechanics works, it felt arduous though. It felt like, and then I know it was just that one, but it's like I gotta get a headshot every time just to make this thing charge. That sounds like a lot of work.
It's just you got to get good. Maybe if you get good at this, you'll get good at hunt.
I don't have any plans on getting good at that game.
You need to get good at it.
You don't want to get good at that game, trust me.
No, I
It
just
sucks being good.
I want to play it. I just want to play it. I don't want to be good.
Mhm.
I wanna be
But
terrible.
anyways, the game they announced it like fucking pre-COVID, like 2016 or something like that, and it's still not out. Maybe this year.
Yeah. It's
And
good.
what else do we have? We have Bleak Faith Forsaken, which is another Souls game. It looks exactly, but I think this
Yeah,
is
I
made.
know.
It's made by
was
like
like-
2 people or something like that.
It's a Souls
like
like. It's not a Souls game. But
It's a Souls like
I
game.
as a Souls fan,
Souls
I
game.
do not like the Souls like that. It's a genre. Like usually, it's very rare that things are really good, and then it's like, okay, I guess I can, like, for example, Cuphead has been called Souls like, and I accept that only because it is an amazing game that I've never played. But
Oh,
you
it's
know,
not just because it's hard
It's
does not
fun.
make it a Souls like, right?
yeah,
It's just
that's
a
the
hard
thing
game.
that pisses me off. It's like,
Then fucking Ghosts and Goblins would be a Souls like fucking game, dude. No,
okay, but it actually it was inspiration for Souls games though. So like,
no, that was Ninja Gaiden.
yeah, well that too.
But no, this one was like made by like 2 people or something like that. It's a small dev team. Like
Yeah, so
very
that
small.
sounds impressive. I would be willing to check it out.
But it looks like Dark Souls 2. That's what it reminds me of.
You know what I want?
Which I mean, Dark Souls 2 was fantastic. So
Yes,
Yeah.
Dark Souls 2 was. It's the exception to the rule of all the games that have shitty sequels.
Yeah,
But
Sam
everybody
played
makes fun of
Demon
it
Souls.
because it was so different.
Demon Souls 1, and he was like, "Nah, no, this game's stupid."
Yeah, fuck those games. But yeah, it's I don't know what I was saying. 'Cause I'm high. Sorry.
It's a hatak.
You keep going.
I don't know. You linked something called First Squadron. Was
Oh yes, okay. First Squadron. It is like Star Fox 2.0 with like extra like 80s vibes. Like it's literally like the original Star Fox, I think, more.
Oh yeah.
But it's like more colorful and it has more like wireframey like art style. But it's literally Star Fox, and I mean,
Mhm.
how
Yeah, it
can you
is.
go wrong with that? You
Do a
can't
barrel
go
roll.
wrong with.
Yeah, he did a barrel roll. He
He
did
did
a
a
barrel roll.
barrel roll. So, try a U-turn. But yeah, it looks good.
pretty cool.
I would play it.
And
Sounds like fun.
If I played video games, I would play it.
yeah, what the fuck's a video game anymore? Let's see.
video
we got-
games never matter.
No.
haven't heard that name in years.
Yeah, you gotta say she did it. She smoked the vape right afterwards. Like, haven't heard that name in years.
Let's see. Bloomhouse. They're gonna start making horror games.
All
And
right, so that's always
they
good.
make horror movies, right?
They
Yes.
do, yeah. They're pretty big.
See, I never figured out why
production place.
people that hasn't, the crossover between movie writers to game writers. It could be so fucking easy, right? Because there's amazing
Yeah.
horror writers,
And they
that could be making
did
amazing horror games.
like
Oh, they made
Five
Megan.
Nights at Freddy's like movie too, right? Didn't they?
They did, yeah.
Yeah. So like that's already like sort of like a crossover in the opposite direction, right? So but yeah, they made Megan. Megan. How does it pronounce? I don't know.
Have you guys seen
Megan.
it?
Oh my god, delete it.
No, I
good.
haven't. I want
It's
to.
good.
I want to. It looks interesting, but this sounds amazing. Like, absolutely. If you do good horror movies, I don't see why you couldn't do good horror video games.
Isn't that what
Unless you partner with,
Hideo
like, a shitty
Kojima wants to
studio.
do? He wants to transition to movies.
Movies.
Oh,
Fucking
hell
let 'em,
yeah.
dude. Just
Yes.
give 'em money.
No,
dude. Just,
just
It's a good idea.
he can do some weird fucking Yoko Ono stuff, like
was it you or
avant-garde
some
movies, but do it.
You just one of you guys just said my brain is not working very well, but one of you guys just said that like the crossover like is really easy and it should keep like it should happen more.
Right? You think that would be a thing, like especially with the like DC. Their DC movies are pretty good, but their movies suck balls, dude. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movies are terrible. And also like too like with The Last of Us is a really good example right now where it's gone from for one of the first times in history, in my opinion, gone from a video game to like a series and been really good. But and we'll talk about that later, but like I mean it practically was a point and click adventure.
Yeah,
without
the story was already really, really strong. All they had to do is transfer it. And kind of
it's crazy
For
because
some reason, a lot of
Heather's
movies still doing that
playing
also.
Stick to the
Heather's
code.
playing the remaster of Last of Us,
Mhm.
which by the way looks worse than I remember it. I don't know how they call that a
Really?
remaster.
Oh,
I don't think it needed a remaster. It looked
No, it
nostalgia
fine.
absolutely
goggles.
didn't. The nostalgia goggles, my nostalgia goggles are HBO level now. You understand? Like that's like when I watch Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, as Joel and Ellie on the big screen because I have a theater in my fucking den.
Mhm.
That's how I felt like the game was originally, and I'll talk about that more because we're talking about the Cannibal episode a bit. But like, yeah, like
We get it, bro.
Bloomhouse.
You vape.
We get it.
You vape.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so Microsoft entered a 10-year agreement with Nvidia and Nintendo to basically port COD to their platforms. Well,
Because
Nvidia's
that's what we
gonna-
need.
Nvidia-
COD on fucking Switch.
Nvidia's gonna get access to the what's
You're
it
gonna have
called?
like no frames.
Right? It's gonna be like 20 frames.
Well, no, the
that.
Nintendo
It definitely
thing,
couldn't be
it's
crossplay.
it's not gonna be on their platform. It's gonna be a streamed game. I think there's what game is streamed right now. They have a game that they stream. It's not actually on the console itself. It's not run by it.
Oh, they do?
But
Like
Yeah,
Switch?
there's a few
I forgot which
that
game
we saw
was it.
on
Yeah.
E3 or something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I live under a rock and I don't play video games.
But the Nvidia Now thing is actually a good deal for them because I think if you link it to your Microsoft account, you can stream pretty much the entire library that you have through their platform, which means you can play it on your phone or web browser or wherever the fuck you want. But you know what? Who's got like left out is PlayStation for fucking with them.
Yeah.
They haven't signed a contract with them, which made the EU and I think the United States now approved of the merger. Like I know EU was trying to say, hey, this is kind of fucking the name's spelling monopoly, kind of like a monopoly, and they said, well, no, we're planning on still having the games coming out on other platforms. It's just PlayStation was being an asshole about it, even though PlayStation does
Usually
that
are.
all the fucking time, dude. When it comes to exclusivity and all this other shit, they'll hold on to it forever, right? If they own
So what's the incentive of getting a PS5 nowadays?
there isn't none.
There
Right.
isn't none.
There ain't none, honestly.
Thank you. There ain't none. That's the proper.
Tain't none to get one down there's.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's really nothing like what you can pay an extra $500 to get the VR headset that has very limited amount of games.
Some of them looked interesting, but that's all there is, right? So,
Well, most of those games are already out on the PC.
on other,
so-
yeah. So there's no point. We have
Yeah,
we have Oculi.
Yeah, it's just that PlayStation and Sony are very fucking adamant about not moving forward when it comes to how online works and all the other shit. If anything, they should be embracing it, because in the end they're gonna get fucked, because every fucking year Microsoft just takes more of the pie away.
I agree.
It's just gonna keep doing it, and then Sony's gonna be left with their dicks in their hand, like, what happened?
I really think we should get a Sal Pickle costume for the 200th episode party.
Absolutely.
Sal should just show up as a pickle.
If he's not a pickle, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Ask me about my pickle. So Sony had their state of play on February 23rd.
Oh, shit.
Whoa. Pickle died. That was jarring.
Demon pickle, oh my
Oh,
god.
just an empty carcass.
Making fun of
You
my
could
Caesar,
tell.
huh?
No soul.
Oh my god.
You could tell that we were all watching Sal. We're all looking at the pickle like
Oh,
there's no not looking at the pickle.
I'm having an aneurysm over here. You guys are making fun of me.
That is true.
So they showed off on the state of play. They really show off anything, really. It's
Yeah, it
mostly
was
shit that we already know is
underwhelming.
coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't
And-
anything really interesting.
heavily
And then-
VR.
Yeah, a lot of VR
They're
stuff in the
basically
beginning,
showcasing their VR shit.
and they showcased the Kill the Justice League,
the
which-
Suicide Squad
Suicide Squad game, yeah,
The-
which looks like
looks
a
horrible.
cookie cutter of every other game that exists. Like
There's,
you basically have like Harlequin being Spider-Man. I'm not just like that. That's exactly what that looked like. I was like,
Well, when
I
I
was
was
like-
looking at it and the way the UI and everything looked, it looked
'Cause,
like
like,
it
all
was
of
just
them- all four of the characters have the ability to fucking fly around like Spider-Man.
yeah.
Like, I was like,
King,
what?
King fucking Shark is
Kid
flying around
like
like a
Spider-Man.
fucking fairy, dude.
I mean, I want to fly around like a fairy.
No,
And
but
I'm, you know,
it looked like it was like they bought the framework of Anthem and just stuck DC shit on it,
there you go.
Anthem.
That sounds terrible.
just because of the way you have to shoot these little nodes on.
Also, what's Anthem?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a game that killed Mass Effect 3 or 4.
Yeah, yep.
What
Yep,
Eddie
they threw
said.
all their
Bugfire-
weight, all their
Bugfire
weight
were.
behind that, and it fucking just bombed. But
Rip.
in that game, you have to shoot like little nodes to blow shit up.
That's dumb.
And then Suicide Squad, you had to do the exact same thing. And then the movements and the flight and everything kind of felt similar. And the UI looked very fucking similar to Anthem. I was like, oh shit, that's just Anthem. It's fucking gross, dude. It was like, oh man. I thought it was gonna be cool because from the trailers and shit they showed before, and then it just turned out to be a fucking turd. Everybody was shitting on it in the chat. I was watching it live, just fucking crapping on it hard. And then one of the devs came on. It was he was a bald gentleman with a huge dome. Everybody was like, Megamind, hey, it's Megamind. Like, fuck, dude, people are vicious on the internet. Fucking shit.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
But they rightfully should have been shitting on that game, dude. It's they
Yeah, it looks like I know nothing, and I'm all jokes aside, I didn't know that it was what Sal said, very similar to Anthem. That's not something that computed for me. That's why I said Spider-Man or whatever. Like, obviously Spider-Man's a way better game. I didn't mean to insult Spider-Man, but yeah, it didn't seem great.
yeah, well, to Harley Quinn's she had a little drone that would attach the wire to Unlike in Spider-Man, where he just flings it into the sky and it attaches to something and he's swinging.
Oh,
around.
like Attack on Titan. Like you can just shoot into the air,
yeah, and then move around. She has a little
fly
drone
across
that
the
flies,
field somehow.
that flies in front of her wherever she's throwing that little rope.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. This isn't Discord. Damn it. That wasn't the cough button.
Messed up my train of thought. Anyways,
It wasn't the hiccup.
Yeah.
anyways. So they finally showed off Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Shadow of
It's
the
gonna
Erd
be
Tree.
the-
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be the expansion.
It looks good. I mean,
Are you guys playing that?
I'm still
yeah.
playing it. I haven't finished it yet. You know what's funny is I started playing it before my boss did, and then he started playing it, and now he's like almost done with the game, and I was like, oh shit, I need it.
I finished it a while ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
and Subly finished it a while ago.
Yeah, GG easy.
And I'm pretty sure she started it after I did.
Yeah, I didn't start it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like playing other shit, and then I picked it up,
Mhm.
and then I finished it.
Mhm.
I think it took me like
Get to it.
I did
60
stop and
hours
make
or
a
so,
lot.
70?
I did stop and record a lot of invasions in the middle at level 125. That's what happened. That's what I stopped. Excuses, I know.
And then let's see, we have the front. It's like a Battlefield meets DayZ game. Is that what it is, Sam? You linked it.
Yeah, it's another survival horror zombie type game that could be promising, but with the way things are lately, with the fuck was that other game called? The climate's not really good for a replacement yet for 7 Days to Die. Honestly, I don't think there is a replacement, which is a really low
Which is
bar.
like disappointing, yeah, because 7 days is like a
it's
disaster.
not really high. Like I want a really good survival horror zombie apocalypse.
I mean, I love
game.
7 days. Like, don't
And
get me
7
wrong, but it
days
is a disaster.
Is a disaster, but it's the best one. There's so like that's saying something, guys, or maybe we have to make a game. Like just Jesus.
I can code.
I can code, and I know I've met other people that can code too. I can write. I fuck that. People that can code. I can write. I can. Yeah,
you can't
let's do
write.
it.
No, you can't write.
I can write.
No. But yeah, that's true, dude. 7 Days to Die is the only one out there. It's
The only good one
For what? A survival horror?
for survival
Yeah,
for
zombie-
zombie specific
zombie
survival
horror.
horror. Yeah, because they're not counting like
Project
there are-
Zomboid is probably a good one though.
yeah, but
That's
it's
hard.
Yeah, but that's still kind of like
it's
roguelite.
different.
Mhm.
Yeah,
In-
it's different a little bit because it's not a sim. It's not as well. It is a sim, but it's not as like it's not first person and immersive. Like
Right.
you know what I mean. Like it's definitely really good, like realistic sim.
The
Mhm.
forest is
Hard
like
to-
kind of,
Yeah,
but it's
the
also
forest.
different
but
because
it's,
they're
yeah,
they're not.
'cause it's
they're
not like
really
yeah,
zombies.
They're not
like-
zombies.
they're like cannibal
crazy
mutants.
mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah,
Of course
absolutely.
it's
Sons of the
still need to-
Forest, been a ton of fun too.
I need
I've
to
been
try
playing
out
that
Sons
too.
of the Forest. We should all
It's a
play
little
Sons of the
buggy.
Forest. Oh, perfect. That's
They
what we
just
need. We need more
just
bugs.
had an
No,
update
that's-
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Fixed a lot of issues.
and
but
speaking of
Hopefully
other
it'll
games,
fix Kelvin
Two-
fucking chopping your treehouse
Aw,
down.
Kevin
I love
got
because-
Kelvin.
his-
No,
So-
like 5 minutes after we got that thing finished, like it was on the ground. And,
I
and
call
he
him
was
Ke- I
carrying a
call
thing
him
of wood. He was
Kevin.
like, yeah, I do too. I was like, you fucking earned this name, man. You were so
Kevin.
stupid. And he comes over like carrying this log. He's like, look what I got. And I was like, you fuck. You just
That's a
Yeah.
tree!
I always
Um,
have him
I only played the
fish.
first
He's gathering fish.
Oh
and
yeah.
running
He
back and
is
forth.
like, yeah, the only task I give him now is just go get fish. Like that's
one. Okay, fish. Don't cut down trees.
because you know
Go
what?
get
Fish.
That is an
Will
issue
Palmer
because you have your base, and I like to have trees around my base because ultimately you want to have a tree house.
right.
And this fucker's cutting down trees in front of your base. You can't tell him where to cut trees. He's just gonna cut trees wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm avoiding. Yeah,
And he'll cut the tree that your tree house is in.
Yes.
Yeah. And bring
Yeah,
you the log to be like,
I
"Look what I did."
remember Subly messaging the chat when that happened.
It's like this fuck.
We'll call him
Kevin.
We'll call him Kevin.
He's your
God.
best friend, but your worst enemy at the same
Yeah,
time.
But-
so I didn't know who he was at first. And I like you open up to like the plane crash scene, right? And you're in there.
Mhm.
And I had picked up a grenade and I didn't know what button to like get rid of it. So I just had it. And I was like looking at my partner. I was like, wait, who is this guy? Should I kill him? I got a grenade. And then he was like, wait, no. I'm pretty sure if you kill him, like he doesn't respawn. I think he's supposed to be our friend. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Oh,
So I
damn.
revived
You should
him.
have killed him.
Yeah, I know. After the thing, I was like, Lord, I should have fucking killed him.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what they wanted you. That's how they wanted you to feel.
God.
I don't know if we spoke about it before because we've missed a couple episodes or a couple times here, but like there was a beta for a game called Dark and
Dark and
Darker.
darker. Yeah.
Oh, so I really like that game, and I really like that the beta had so much participation and so much feedback and so much interaction from the company, because I've been in the Discord since then, and like there you can see their announcements and you can see all the stuff that's going on, and it's basically Dungeons and Dragons meets like Tarkov or Hunt or whatever you want to fucking call it. It's a Dungeons and Dragons version of it. It's still really clunky, and there's a lot of room for improvement.
I saw a lot of people having a ton of fun with it. I personally
it's
didn't
fun.
play it.
Well, it's a
but
different,
from, like-
slow. It's
Yeah.
slower.
Oh, yeah. That was like my main complaint, was like trying to like watch people play it. It was like watching paint dry, because like trying to watch somebody swing their hammer, it took like 20 minutes to like wind it up, and then
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
the only thing that was like any good was like the fucking bow and arrow.
Yeah,
And even then, like trying to like pull, like notch it like back, it was just like again half a century. I'm like, what are you doing, guys?
they're
Like,
already gone, man. They're
so
gone.
slow.
My target
everything is
gone.
so slow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
But, like-
what I wouldn't give for a Swift
right?
right now. God
Yeah,
damn
it looked kind of chaotic though, because it was so slow. So
Yeah.
like they were having fun. So,
I did like
I can
that
see it has
with
potential.
the-
I just think they need to like
with the
movement
wizard. I
speed.
just
Like,
like
give
fucking
him some
murked
stamina or
Sal
something.
on accident. Like he was fighting a guy in front of him, and I dropped the lightning bolt on Sal's head, and I was like, oh, that's not what's supposed to happen.
Whoops.
It's like full damage. You know, it's no like friendly fire
Yeah,
modifier.
it looks like it's got great promise though. Like
Yeah,
it just
if they fix
needs
a
a
few
little bit of
things,
fine tuning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eventually they need to tweak the monsters.
tweak
For
the
sure.
monsters and tweak the mechanic of how you get
Yeah.
out of a level.
Skeletons
Yeah,
take way
that's
too much
terrible.
damage.
Yeah. Well, they're Dark
Uh,
Souls skeletons.
Okay, so should we go heavy?
Let's go
Get into
heavy.
the heavy stuff.
Let's get into
Yeah,
the
yeah,
heavy.
yeah.
Let's do it.
So-
Let's do it. We're gonna wrap this episode up with the heavy.
So sweet,
Yeah.
sweet Anita was
Oh,
she
we're
was
still talking
interviewed
news.
by alrighty. Anyways, she was interviewed by a Healthy Gamer GG, which is I think he's a clinical psychologist or something.
Yes, yeah, he's a psychologist or psychiatrist, whichever one. Probably psychologist.
One of those psychos. And she was talking about like porn fakes that have
Yeah, she got
I guess
deep
it-
faked.
Oh, I
into
saw that.
porn. And so I mean, those that know about this kind of stuff, like before deepfake was a thing, there's always been like celebrity, like celebrity nudes or whatever, where people will Photoshop people's heads onto other things. But like deepfake is a different level. It is just to set the stage. It is creepily realistic. Like I've seen like like the Morgan Freeman or Obama or the big orange dude, like they look and sound real. But anyways, go ahead, Sal.
So she was talking about how a lot of like young YouTubers and streamers, females have all been kind of targeted with this deep fake porns, and how it's very like detrimental to their mental state and all other shit. Because
Well, that's a
I mean,
violation.
yeah,
it should be.
and there's really nothing they can do about it because it's considered parody, which is
Under
protected under the
laws,
law. Yeah,
Under copyright laws, I guess.
because if it was illegal, you wouldn't have like those celebrity nudes and stuff that have been around for fucking decades. But
but
I was
the thing about it is though is that like this was done like maliciously.
well, most of them are, right? It's
That's what I mean. What I mean is like it's not
it's not like they're nice, right?
no, it's not nice. But what I guess what I'm saying is like people were targeted. It's not just like we're gonna be shitty people and make money off of famous
so
people
it's not
or
for
whatever.
profit. They're
But
actually trying to hurt
well,
somebody.
there probably is profit going on, but what I'm saying is like they're trying to hurt somebody. Like that's what's been. It's like I think Sal mentioned when we were talking about this in the past. Like it should be like under like the revenge porn laws.
Yeah, that's what it should. It should be put under revenge porn. Protections.
Sorry. Somebody's distracting me. This is your fault now.
Those are hilarious.
The president's play.
You did like
the best one
the
is
deep
COD.
fake president.
Yeah,
the COD one's great. The COD one's great.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it
sounds so real.
It's so real sounding, especially there's still like you can still like see
a little
some
off.
on certain angles. You can see like the
you can see where it breaks down a little bit.
But
here's
like
the thing.
Voices.
But if you aren't listening closely, like I would absolutely believe this.
So,
like, oh my god, like is that really them?
I was doing research for my other show, Spicy Thoughts, recording this weekend, and it's a lot of Devin's giving me a lot of philosophical homework. So I'm like, I dude, that's a lot of reading. So what I do, what I tried is this. It's called Speechify, and we're not sponsored. I wish we were, but it literally will just read stuff to you in a voice of your choice, at whatever speed you want. So I listened to a bunch of philosophical shit in Snoop Dogg's voice at times 2.75 speed.
That's about the speed you have to get through it if you're going to listen to Snoop Dogg.
Shizzle. So here's the thing. This is the worst it's going to be at any point, right? This is the worst the AI is going to be. It's going to get better. It's
the AI.
Better and better.
Okay, yes. No, yes, absolutely.
Better
so it's going to get to the point where you won't be able to tell the difference.
It's a lot of Republicans are going to be sharing the stupidest fucking shit.
They already are. Like
they're dumb.
Yeah.
Did you see what Biden said about eating children? Oh my god.
Sorry.
Pops, put down the fucking computer, god damn it. You need to go outside and whittle some wood or something, god damn it.
It made me choke.
But yeah, it's gonna get bad and it's gonna get worse. And I don't think there's anything anybody can do anything about it. Like the genie's been out of the bottle, they can't put it back.
Well, yeah, there's got to be something that we can do that can be done.
Chat GPT kind of ruined English for like schools now because it's too hard. Yvette can't fucking tell it apart, and she's been doing it for fucking 25 years.
The difference between the AI writing an essay and
but the only thing, the AI writes very concise and very good fucking paragraphs and shit.
Plus, it could have algorithms to not, seem like
not directly plagiarized. Yeah.
But the only people it's hurting is the kids, right? Because once they get out there and they're actually like, oh, I didn't learn any of this. So it's your own fault, you stupid ass.
Yeah, right.
You fucking shot yourself in your own foot. But it's crazy because I think it was a BuzzFeed. They just started making articles from Chat GPT, dude.
Really?
And they were coherent. Just random fucking shit, dude. And they were coherent. And AI, I think, is gonna end up changing the way everything fucking works.
Well, speaking of AI, and Chat
it's not really
GPT, the AI art, right? The AI art programs are pretty interesting as well. I follow some AI art Instagram accounts just to see what the hell's going on, and it is the weirdest shit you've ever seen. It's like,
well,
they'll input whatever things, and I follow a couple ones that's like a nostalgia type deal where it like does AI art of all your favorite TV shows growing up or whatever, and it is creepy as hell because it's all like uncanny valley slightly off.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
Mhm.
Can't tell what it is. Usually it's the hands. It can't do hands all that well.
Well, the faces will be different, but it's like, okay, but that's still Doc Brown, but it's not.
Yeah,
and it's really weird.
There's a Instagram, not an Instagram, a Twitter account that's an AI generated girl. I think Asmongold. And there's like 125,000 people like following it, and it's just AI generated big booby girl pictures, and I was like, they look so fucking real. It's hard to fucking tell. You can tell a little bit sometimes because like textures aren't certain. They're kind of messed up on certain areas around the edges of the face and shit like that. So
face, okay.
But the rest of it, it's like
you're gonna say something else,
dude. No, they're completely clothed. They're just usually wearing a bikini or something like that.
Well,
but
it's
a
lot
getting,
about this.
Well, I saw Asmongold's video. It's fairly lengthy. I think it was like 10 minutes.
Lengthily?
Him looking at the pictures, like, this is all AI generated. What's wrong? It's like, come on. But yeah, I don't know if you saw the video I posted of Corridor and them using the AR art thing to make their rock paper scissors little short video with
Oh yes, okay.
To make it look like it's Castlevania.
Yeah, I've seen another channel that I really like that's amusing because the writing is good, but the animation was so uncanny. I was like, it looks like terrible animation, but it also looks real, which is really weird. And it's because it's using a filter where it's like, it's literally just a filter. They film themselves doing this and they turn themselves into these adventurers in a
and it's kind of like wonky, right? It jumps.
Yeah.
Well, the Corridor crew fixed that to where it's a solid
yeah,
frame.
So watching that rock paper scissors thing, I was like, it's not doing that weird jumpy thing, but it's still got that uncanny fucking, I'm watching a person.
Certain frames look weird, but they pretty much fixed the jitter. And a lot of people were saying, oh yeah, they're stealing and this and that. It's like, but can you really steal a style though? You can't really steal a style. Like, they're not stealing the artwork directly. It's just like, what if all the pointless started fucking telling, hey, you're stealing my fucking art style, what the fuck are you doing? No, it's an art style. Like Art Deco's an art style, and somebody does something Art Deco and you do something similar. Is that stealing? It's not really stealing. It's a style. You can't steal style. It's out there. But and then that kind of changes the way you're gonna start viewing shit, right? Because then you can do Akira style movies and shit and that style.
Yeah, just by filming a movie and then just put a filter on it. Well, it's more than a filter. It's like an algorithm.
If they could, there's a lot of steps in doing what they did, but if they can like put it down and have a certain sequence of doing shit. Okay, so this is how you do it. This is how you do it. It can pretty much change the way people animate, right? You don't have to be a great drawer or 3D artist or anything like that. You just put filters.
That's the part where it sucks. AI is taking over all the jobs.
But that's the thing, though. It's progress. If your job is able to get taken away by a machine, then you need to figure out how it can't, right? Like actual art, like paintings and shit like that, can't be stolen away. Like actual drawings and charcoal and paint and pencil and everything.
But then you just mix one of these AI art things with a 3D printer or one of those painting machines, and or a gorilla with a chip in his brain.
Even like the reproductions of like famous paintings in like painted art, it's still, you can still see it's a rasterized image that was printed on top of it. It doesn't, you can't see brush strokes or like a tactile feeling of
yeah,
paints,
but I
right?
mean,
Not yet.
Well, it's not yet.
What I'm saying is, if you have that, they have. I've seen it. This was a while ago, where it's a machine, instead of like a printer, it paints with a brush.
But then
somebody made that.
Another thing that's kind of good is it doesn't. It's not art's not gate kept anymore, right? Anybody can do it if they learn how to do this stuff, right? If you're a creative person but you can't draw for fucking shit, well, now you can do it.
That's true. That there's sort of like a
It opens it up for creative people.
ascension, right? Like everybody can now be an artist, I guess.
And that'll probably be like, there's a lot of creative people that are amazing writers and shit like that, but they can't draw for shit. Well, maybe now that they can let me ask you something. They can ask the AI to make an art picture of this and that. Well, like, but then again, that's also like what we discussed before. It's AI generated art isn't copyrightable because it pulls from so many different pictures
when
and
he
shit
says
to make
discussed
something.
before, he means offline in our chat.
Yeah,
not on the show.
We were talking about there's a lady who created a comic book using AI generated art, and she was trying to sell it on Amazon, and Amazon said no because you can't copyright it. And then she took it to court, and the judge says, yeah, you can't copyright AI art. So she lost out.
Yeah, but can't she copyright her writing? She wrote the comic book still. That's bullshit.
But if you don't own all of it, right? Somebody can just take those pictures and
but nobody owns the other part of it though. So, but anyways, we're getting way off topic here. But anyways, I think we're done with the news.
So let's see, what else are we talking about? And then, Starfield got delayed again to the end of the year. Big surprise.
Yeah, I still gotta wait longer to be disappointed by it.
Yeah, and then there's a bug going around right now on Pokemon where your saves get deleted. Like right now, it's
very small amount though.
It's very limited right now, but it could be. They still don't know.
Sound like a conspiracy pickle.
They still don't know what's causing it. So be careful when you're saving, or maybe just not play Pokemon till they can fix whatever the hell's going on. Because knowing me, if I started playing that, I'd get the save bug because fuck it, I roll ones all the fucking time, dude. Roll the one, hey, my game blew up. That's awesome. So be careful with Pokemon. Still a shit show. How many months out?
Yeah.
Still fucking glitchy as fuck, dude. Sucks.
Yeah.
That's all I got for the news. It was pretty heavy. Heavy in the pants.
Yeah.
Need depends.
So y'all said it was episode 8?
Yeah.
So the next one, 9, that's the season finale.
I think so.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the cannibal episode of Last of Us was absolutely brutally epic.
No, it was okay.
I felt the same feeling that I had at 4 a.m. when after I pushed triangle or whatever to initiate the hack the dude to death, I just kept smashing the fucking button. I was like, ah! Because I saw him triangle and I was just like, fucking die. And I didn't stop pressing the button until Joel cradled me in his arms and called me baby girl. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I stopped pressing the button, when I realized that.
You know what? What's his face? The voice actor who did Joel, what was his name?
Troy Baker.
Yes,
Troy Baker. He was in one of the episodes.
He was
in that
the
episode.
cannibal episode.
Was he? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he was
one of the
second
followers.
in command. He was second in command to he was James.
He looks so skinny now. He looks all sucked up.
He was skinny.
And
his youth was stolen.
But they were supposed to be like hungry, right?
Yeah. And also spoilers, which I saw in an article, they're gonna have the original voice of Ellie in the finale.
Cool.
She's awesome too.
I like the episode. I don't think it was as impactful as when I played it.
You're never gonna think that, so.
Yeah, it's probably because you're actually controlling.
It's probably
so there's more
for people who didn't play the game.
Right.
Yeah, well, Yvette felt it. She was like, "Fucking kill that dick, stab his ass." Fuck
exactly.
And
that's
she was hyped up.
When I played
she was hyped up. Yes, fucking kill the next guy. Like when she got the dude in the neck with the fucking cleaver when they were gonna sacrifice her. She started pounding her hand. It's like, yeah, kill the next guy.
Exactly. That's how I felt when I was playing it. So
Yeah.
I guess what you're saying is like you're sort of jaded. You're not feeling it because of that. But like what I'm saying is like objectively speaking, like you just said about your about Yvette, is that that she kind of got the same feeling. So I think they did a really good job of delivering that feeling to a watching audience for the first time rather than the people.
Right. Yeah, because not everybody that's watching has played the games.
Has played the game. Yeah.
That's what
why
I
you're
was
getting.
thinking. And that's
you're getting all of these people that are on the right. They're like, oh man, this movie is so fucking woke. Series, what the fuck is this series? And like, oh, they obviously never played the game.
Came out in like what 2000s.
But like, when I saw not when I saw, but when I knew that this was the cannibal episode, when I saw the preview from last time, I was like, this is the cannibal episode. I was like, I just like turned to Heather and I was just like, there are so many people that I'm jealous of right now because they're gonna get to experience this for the first time right now. Like,
I was sitting there.
The feeling that I had.
I was sitting there grinning because like Yvette didn't see it coming till like towards the very end.
See, you're lucky. You can watch her because like Heather already knows. So like we're just like, but like there's so many people like Yvette that just like that don't know that yet. And I was like, it's a cannibal episode, and I'm gonna put spoilers on the thing because I'm realizing now when I say spoilers, it's like it doesn't matter to people that play the game, but it does sort of matter to people that haven't played it. But you know what? Whatever. You're listening to a video game podcast. It's most likely that you've played the game. And if not, then get good.
We should probably put that at the beginning of this.
Yeah, spoilers. But no, it was so like I had forgotten that how it played out, like exactly. Like, because it's been a while. 10 years just about, and so when it happened, it felt so like I wept. Okay, when he called her baby girl, I had tears.
Chills. Just
there oof. I was like I had the feels, and I was like, did he say that in the game? And then I literally just watched it happen because Heather's been replaying the remaster. I watched it happen when I got home today after doing a chore run, and she was playing The Last of Us, and it was the cannibal scene, and so like when he says it, was like it's almost exactly the same. Like it's the first time he connects with Ellie as like this, like there's that father child connection that happens, and it's right there in that moment when he calls her baby girl. Right, because like up to that point, that Ellie, because she's taking care of him after he's been injured, right? That Ellie is now attached, even though both what we're saying is both of them were Sindru, right? What does it sound? Sindru. Sindru. Yeah, and so like they both don't want to like each other, and they both kind of hate each other, and now they've become family. And that moment signifies. Thank you. Signifies that. And it's so powerful and it's so impactful. And it's right after the most devastating thing has happened to, if you played the game, it had already happened to you because you were Ellie at that point.
Right.
And if you're watching it, you're invested in it. And it's the first time that you realize that there's that connection. It's the first time you see that Joel, this unfeeling, murderous, mercenary bastard, actually does still have feelings.
Yeah,
he's still there.
He still has emotions.
He comes back because now he's protecting this little girl, and it's Pedro Pascal, and he's also the Mandalorian and also protecting Grogu. There's like this multiverse thing going on that I'm not going to get into, but Eddie did share a meme earlier and said if your girl is watching The Last of Us and also watching The Mandalorian, that's not your girl, that's Pedro Pascal's girl. And I said, yes, I'm Pedro Pascal's girl. But yeah,
I was really happy to see more of like Joel's like that brutal mercenary.
Yeah, I was
side
like,
of
I
him,
wanted
like,
to see more of
finally.
it, and it was
Yeah.
finally
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get. That was the
Finally.
thing too.
He was on a
In
mission,
that episode,
dude. That
you
shit
get
was
that,
fucking brutal.
and okay,
Mhm.
I felt that too though, because again, it was 4 a.m. for me. I had been playing the game for like 18 hours straight because I had to get it done before we recorded the episode about The Last
I
of Us.
remember that.
And so I was doing this at like 4 a.m, and at that point, like my brain's just like, I have to fucking save Ellie. These fuckers mean nothing. They will be brutalized. They will be torn to pieces. They will die. And then back again when you're Ellie, it's like you feel traumatized. And it's, you only have to. I watched Heather do it because she has some disconnection with feelings. I don't know what it is. Soul, maybe. I think blonde. Since she's blonde, it's like, I don't know if it's worse than being a ginger, but like she doesn't have a soul. I'm just saying. She's awesome. But what I'm saying is like she pressed triangle once, during that sequence. But and this was the second time, of course. But I did, like, it's just, I felt, you feel it like you're traumatized, and it's time to just take it out on this fucker that fucked you, or tried to, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
eat you, tried to eat you, whatever, like
Mhm.
whatever it
Mhm.
is, and like it's there, and I feel it, and it was really, really well done. Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey, they deserve, all the awards. And fucking, it was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
and everybody else too. Like,
It's kind
like,
of sad though. She's not coming back for the second season.
that's not true.
No, she said.
Is that a rumor or is that a
Oh, that's true.
fact?
She's not coming back for the second season
Oh,
because it's gonna be
well,
an
that
older
makes,
version
yeah,
of her,
it
and
is
she said
older.
she won't be able to do the physical stuff that's coming for the second season. So
She's still too young. Ellie is older in the second in Last of Us 2. So hopefully we'll see how that casting goes, and hopefully that works well, because that's gonna be big.
She's
shoes
a really
to
good
fill.
Ellie.
Oh yeah,
I like
she
her a
crushed
lot.
it.
Big shoes to fill. But I haven't played the second game. Heather has, so
I just finished the second game.
Eddie will have a good. I'll do the whole girlfriend reviews with Heather. I'll watch her play it and with you. But yeah, so thank you everybody for listening. I know it's been a little while since we recorded. We'll get back on track. But The Last of Us and HBO is awesome, and it's still crazy to me to feel like we've sort of come almost full circle on this show, because that was literally episode 5 was when we talked about the original release of The Last of Us, and that was about almost 10 years ago. So that's crazy. Yeah, I still need to send out official invites to everybody. I've reached out to them individually, but Eddie made an amazing invite that's going to come to all of the guests of our show for the 200th episode party and the 10th anniversary of Strength in Gaming.
It's gonna be a lot of ass grabbing. I'm gonna finish. Godzilla's definitely gonna be there.
Godzilla's gonna be okay.
Yeah, King Ghidorah, Mothra, and was it Alien X?
They're all gonna be at the 200th episode.
Yeah, they're gonna be there
party,
fighting each other.
But yeah, good night, you motherfucking nerds, and we'll see
Good
you
night.
next time.
Out.
Thank you so much to all the nerds that listened. You can find us at strengthengaming.com or email us at info@strcast.com.